Hey guys, and welcome back to another episode of Non-League to Premier League here with Bath City. We find ourselves pretty sitting at the top of the table after Sutton appeared to have lost their last game, dropping down from first to fourth. Expected at the start of the season, but tight at the top. Only 7 points between first and 10th, which funnily enough are Dagenham, who got promoted with us last season. We come up against Gateshead today, who find themselves in sixth. Similar to us, the past 5 games have been a bit up and down. And our last game was only less than 3 days ago here against Yeovil. So we're going to be forced into some rotation here. And then we do have a cup game to think about in less than a week's time. So Tilson's going to be brought off. He's going to get some rest. And Oyelike is going to have to come in. Gatton and Parsal, they probably need a rest. So first of all, Byron is on. Secondly, Ollie Tomlinson's going to come on for Batten. This is going to be a heavily rotated team. I won't lie. Ketoooooo, after his great last game, comes on for Georgiou. I think I'm going to leave Russ there next to Oyelike. Jordan Howard came off the bench and impressed. He will start this game. Jenkins Davies, Peak, and then Josh Dolling will start at the top. The only other player I want to bring on is Jones, who will come on for Peak. And I'm tempted to swap Diarra and Jones like that and have Diarra the more attacking. Stacked bench as always. Ryan Seeger has not seen a lot of game time this season, so he's actually going to come in for Jenkins Davies. Heavily rotated squad here, so we'll be lucky if we get any kind of result. But obviously the aim every single game is just to do the best we can. I've got this squad depth for a reason. It's there to be used, and now the FA Cup's coming in and the other cups will come in. Almost every game will have someone different in the lineup, I expect. That's what they are here for. That's why I brought them in. The only consistent player you'll probably see most of the season is Catagrande. I do feel bad Binns and Wiles Richards not getting many minutes. And I may use them in the cup, but we shall see. Catagrande has been on a bit of poor run of games in terms of conceding goals, especially when at the start of the season he was getting clean sheets galore. So it may be good to give him a rest and get Binns or someone in. But here come Bath on the attack early on against Gateshead with Ketoooooo on the wing. All the way back to Oyelike, touches it to Jones. Here, just put that in straight away. Someone's on that. Jordan Alves is on that. And Bath find themselves up 1-0 again, early doors within 7 minutes. Similar to the last game, let's hope we don't concede again within 10 minutes. But that's a good ball there from Jones. It was good play from Ketoooooo before that. And Alves now stepping up, stepping in and getting the goals. He came off the bench last game, I believe he scored then, may have even got an assist. Ended on a high 8 rating. And this game he already finds himself with a goal less than 8 minutes in. But as a repeat of last game, Gateshead finds himself in the attack, but Tomlinson deals with that well. Rains, though, not seeing much game time, tried to go along to Dolling. Attempted clearance by the Gateshead defence, but Howard picks it up. He leads to the back post, and it's Ketoooooo this time on the end of that cross. And rather than conceding quickly, I was about to say we scored, but that was given for offside. But it's a good start to the game, an exciting start to the game, one that should please the Bath fans. And you'll see, finally, we are not coming up against a 5-back formation. In fact, Gateshead have a very attacking formation here, which is going to leave the game quite open. And just as I say that, they score from that set piece. And we've been defending very poorly in these past couple of games, especially set pieces. We conceded a corner last game, and there we go again. Easily in. Easy goal. And Gateshead with a very attacking lineup, really. Practically a front four. High and wide. 2 centre forwards ready. Us with our usual 4-2-3-1. Reasonably attacking, but it's meant to be quite a controlled formation. But you see there, Gateshead are pushing players forward and we need to be careful to protect our lead. And we haven't got a lead at the moment. But obviously they are trying to push on. And they are using the best form of defence is attack. We are going to add this instruction to work the ball into the box. We don't do that enough. The Gateshead starting to take a foothold on this game as we come up to the half-time whistle. We're going at the half 1-1. The team needs to push on really the second half. And I do feel like it may come from this left-hand side, especially from Ketoooooo. Ketoooooo, he just seems to be levelled above in terms of attacking wide areas, wide spaces. Ketoooooo seems to do the best of that in our team. And that's Alvarez to Russ. Russ back to Seago, back to Russ. Here you go, back to Reigns now. Reigns will surely look forward, he does, and he loses the ball. And Reigns, who's not got many minutes this season, looking a bit sloppy. And there's just so much space on the edge of that area for Corey Holman. And it's in off the post. And the amount of space and time they had, where were Russ and Oyalike? Jogging back, they didn't even care about it. Look at them. Caught completely out. And once again, we find ourselves 2-1 down. Like I said, I know we've rested a lot of players, but I expect better than this. Windsor's gonna come on the right. Beardmore's gonna come on down the middle. Sweeten's gonna come on for Oyalike. And Jones is off for Ketoooooo to get some more minutes in that left back spot. A few subs there. But to be honest with you, they're needed. And they might not even be enough. As the long ball comes forward, Ketoooooo collects back to Casagrande now. He looks wide to Reigns. Reigns to Rush. You need to look forward, boys. Windsor now, you can drive. He's taking his time. He's played it back to Russ. He's played it out to Windsor again. He's continued his run. And he's got that home. That's good play from Windsor. Instant impact off the bench. And that is a very good goal. And this is why Windsor looks so dangerous. And he might actually be our best option to play out on that right. Because a few times he can cut in on that left foot. Although that was scored with his right, he often cuts him with his left foot. And that option seems to suit him very well. Gets back into the game. We're into the 70th minute now. So Reigns looking tired. I've only got one sub left. Gonna have to see how that works out for us. I feel like I want those fresh legs on with Paco and Loki coming on, and he's actually just going to come on for Dolling. And we're going to go more attacking in our formation as well, with Foki coming on. Can Foki make an impact once again off the bench? As we head into the final 10 minutes, a very even game. Find himself with the corner now. Ketoooooo over it, so it's going to be an outswinger. Nobody can get to it, but Foki knocks down to Tomlinson. It's a good save. And that's called up for offside there. A good save nonetheless by the Gateshead keeper. And we're into the final 5 minutes. And it's with the Gateshead keeper. Brooks goes long. Back down the back with Ketoooooo. Beardmore flicks it on, but it just lands at the Gateshead defence. They go back into the middle, over the top. Byron wins that well. Sweeten knocks it on, but it's back to Gateshead again. And this looks like it's going to be a good opportunity for Gateshead. A ball over the top. Byron wins it though. And Ketoooooo. And I warned you, his outlet on this left does look the most dangerous for our squad. He's looked in the box now. A very kick on it. And it is just wide. Into the dying moments now. We wait to see how much extra time there is. 4 minutes. Will we see anything happen in this 4 minutes? We will, but it's a Gateshead corner. We've been awful at defending them lately. So I am worried about this. But we clear that easily. Ketoooooo, you can go on that. He can. He can. Drive, Ketoooooo. Drive. Squared it to Ketoooooo again. And that looks like a winner in stoppage time. from the man I warned you all about. And set piece easily won by Reigns at the front post, and Georgiou had all the space and the time. Gateshead players looked too tired to track it back. And Georgiou just runs and runs and runs. And Kerry's an option in there, and I think Foki was approaching the edge of the box here as well. And Georgiou manages to just pick out the ball, and Kerry slots that home. And we're waiting now anxiously for the full-time whistle, and there it is. Another good win there by Bath. We really had to grind that one out. But Ketoooooo, earning his place in the team, who's currently having a very good streak of games. Keeping Bath at the top of the table, 1 point clear of second place Rochdale. Windsor here, his current ability, potential ability, best player within our team. Gateshead promotion bid takes a hit. That's semi-assistant to that press conference. And you'll see here our next game against Horsham. We're currently 16th in the Enterprise National League South, which is the league we were in last time. They have had to beat Ramsgate and then Potter's Bar to get here. So join us in the next episode for the start of our FA Cup journey here on Season 2 with Bath City. Thank you and goodbye.